The curse is finally broken. We got our first win of the season, and we scored over 30 points in Miami, all right? So come on. Get some popcorn, get some drinks. Come on in here, pop a squat down on the couch. Let's talk about this win and why there isn't a QB controversy. Come on in here. Welcome to From the Cheap Seats. Welcome, glad to have you. I'm Bonafide, and this is From the Cheap Seats, the show where we preview and recap all of the action from the Tennessee Titans season. Every week, we're going to be previewing the upcoming game, doing live streams during the game, and recaps after the game. So, me and Mrs. Bonafide, we traveled down to the MIAO, the 305, down the road, and we went to the Monday Night Football game. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, we splurged a little bit. Pop. Tickets were affordable. And we sat in the club level. I think we sat in what they call the Cornerstone Club. And let me tell you something. It was definitely a good experience, a great fan experience. Like before the game, they had this big area, lobby area where you could actually do, they had live music, drinks, food, everything. So it was definitely a dope thing. Then you walked into the little Cornerstone Club where your seats were air conditioned. And being in Florida, air conditioning is king. So yes, it was definitely top tier fan experience, all right? So let's go and let's talk about this game, all right? We're gonna jump right into the recap. Now, Will started the game, but he didn't finish that. And we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. While he was in there, you'd think he'd be like 3 for 4. He threw another pick. Yeah, threw another pick. Now, it's becoming expected now. But, you know, he left the game after injuring his shoulder when he tried to dive for the first down. Now, when you watch the tape, he really didn't have to dive because Chick was wide open. But neither here nor there. He took himself out of the game with that shoulder injury. Callie says it's not serious. We're on the bye, so he's probably going to be back after that. Callie already said, and we'll talk about that in a minute, that he was one. If he's healthy, he's going to be the starting quarterback. Now, Nick Folk showed us why he was never worried about his job during training camp, because he was 5 of 5 from field goal, with 3 of them joints being 50 yards, all right? Now, again, he never a question. He was the folk hero, basically 50% of the offense. Now, TNT, aka Tyjae and Tony, finally exploded like we thought they would. Now, it was a little explosion, like boom. It wasn't a big, it wasn't nuclear, but it was a little explosion. I mean, they both got touchdowns on the ground, and they did pretty much the heavy lifting for the offense. You know, screen passes, runs. They really, between Nick and between Tyjae, they really did the. Now the defense, they reasserted themselves. And this is with Big Jeff. Jeff wasn't playing. He had an elbow thing. He wasn't playing this game. But T'Vondre Sweat basically proved once again that if you was hating on him or where he was drafted, you look like a dummy. You're a big dummy, all right? Because he did his thing, all right, in the middle. Him and Sebastian Joseph, they was dominating the line of scrimmage, all right? And they made it tough. The Fiends couldn't get anything going on the ground. Not Huntley, not Achane, not even Hill on some of the reverses. They couldn't get nothing done. And we finally got a turnover. Praise the Lord, we got a fumble recovery. And then again, like I said, we broke the curse, finally broke 30 points. We got 31 points. And this is the first time we've done this in 1,000 calendar days, all right? That's a long time, all right? We got that monkey off our back. You remember the Steve Young thing when he finally won the Super Bowl and they pulled the monkey? That's how I felt when I saw that scoreboard hit 31, all right? Now, Callie gets his first win as head coach. Congratulations, Brian Callahan. Hopefully the first of many, all right? Now, we head into the bye week, and we can use this time to get healthy because there is a long road ahead of us, all right? So, next section, player of the game. On offense, you already know who it's going to be. Nick Folk, man. Nick Folk was 50% of the offensive output for us. He had field goals from 53, 52, 47, 51 and 29. And the man put up 2 more extra points. He got 17 points with his leg. You know what I'm saying? It's not pretty, but if you've been a Titans fan long enough, you remember a couple seasons ago where we would have loved to have a kicker be able to make a 50-yarder and we not have to sweat about it. So Nick did that on Monday night, and he showed us exactly why there was no controversy, no matter what kick somebody did during training camp. There ain't no controversy. It was going to be Nick Folk's job, all right? And side note, Narveson ain't doing too hot for the Packers. So, hey, man, you take that for what it's worth, all right? Now, on defense. Now, there's a lot of candidates that we could have put up here for player of the game on defense. But as the president and CEO for the T'Vondre Sweat fan club, I just want to come and tell you, I told you so, all right? The defensive player of the game is T'Vondre Sweat. Now, we could have had a repeat winner in Keith Murray Jr., but man, let me tell you something, man. Big Sweat, T-Pain, as Baldy likes to call him, but we call him Meatloaf, especially with Jeff not playing. You could feel that man all game. Baldy had another breakdown of T'Vondre that I'm going to post in the description. I'm going to post that link down there. But man, that boy was a straight menace. Some of my fans gonna get this, but you know the little kid that come up and when they smile, they got all the silver teeth in their mouth? Yeah, that's and you know that kid. That was T'Vondre all game. I know they couldn't wait for him to get off the field. But guess what? He wasn't coming off because he increased his snap counts again. And he was the main reason, along with Sebastian Joseph-Day, that they couldn't get anything going on the ground. So T'Vondre Sweat, bias and all, is our defensive player of the game. All right, so we moving right along, baby. Like this is the kind of energy we want. So if you like this, you like the content, you got to lock in with us in this section. There's a button that's gonna light up when I say the word subscribe. If it lights up, that means you ain't subscribed. So you gotta hit the button so A, it doesn't light up anymore, and B, you never miss a thing we post on the channel, baby. Come on, lock in with us. All right, so everybody's favorite section or segment, whatever you wanna call it, Bonafide Thoughts. So like I said, me and the wife checked off another stadium, and I was like, hey, like again, the Miami experience is nice. If you can get down to Hard Rock Stadium, definitely make your way down there and you know, splurge a little bit, man. Spend, you know, live in the now. You know, experience what we might get when they build a new stadium in Tennessee. Now, Mrs. Bonafide has Miami #1, but I feel like, you know, I like efficiency. I like technology. I feel like the Superdome is a tad bit better, but not by much. And that's only because the concession stand was automated and I had to wait on nobody, all right? Next up, it's over, y'all. It is finally over. I am so emotional right now. We scored 30 points. Matter of fact, we scored 31 of them things. I'm so glad we ain't got to deal with that no more. I'm just overcome with emotion. I ain't seen 31 points since I was in my late 30s. It's beautiful. Even Callie knew. I know he said he didn't know, but I know he was tired of hearing that on the radio over and over and over and over again. So you know what? We had to come back to Miami and get all that voodoo up off of us. And we scored 31 of them things. I don't care how they came. Field goals, rushing touchdown. We got 31 of them things. So the curse is broken thanks to this new team. All right? Now, next up. I saw Derrick Henry on Sunday Night Football. And yes, he looked like the king. He did his thing. He looked like the king. All right? But me personally, I was glad to see Tyjae and Tony, aka TNT, break out and have a great game. I mean, look, Nick was 50%, TNT the other 50%. They had 120 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns, including that sweet wildcat run by Tyjae. Broke the ankles and almost did. It was beautiful. And then Tony had that nice little, Tony put us over the top with that nice little 4-yard run to the corner. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I thought we would see when we had Tony paired with Tyjae and give you that TNT. All right, yeah, that's what I wanted to see. And I think this is probably the workload that Cali wants to have moving forward. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? We did our thing, all right? Now, moving on to the last point, we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Now, in the intro, I said that there was not gonna be a QB controversy. And Cali cleared that up in the presser right after the game. There is no QB controversy. Yes, Mason Rudolph did exactly what you want a backup to do. Come in the game, not make any mistakes, and get you the win. And that's what he did. But Levis is going to be the quarterback as long as he's healthy. He said that. And that's the thing. And I think that's the right decision. Hey. Don't yell at me. It's the right decision. Because what happens here is that if, let's say we put Rudolph in there. Let's say we let him win and he wins us a couple of games and we don't really get to see what Levis is. Maybe we make the playoffs and Rudolph leads us there. We get there and all this hype, things like that. What's going to happen in the offseason? Because Mason Rudolph is not, he's not the guy. All right. Now, I don't think Levis is the guy, but the only way you find that out is if you give him enough time. Now, everybody's online, oh, blah, 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 blah. He only has 11 starts. Great. Absolutely great. That is true. So, for better or for worse, unless he's not healthy and can't go, put Levis back out there. Because I want to be definitive that if he can do it, he shows it after the bye week. We go on a run. He proves that he can be the guy. He's gotten all these funky picks and turnovers out of his system, and he becomes a different player. Or I want him to suck so bad, and unfortunately, it works against us as a team, but stay with me here. He sucks so bad that we get a top pick and we get a quarterback that Callahan likes, that Rand likes, and that can utilize the weapons that we put out here on this team. Yes. Does it suck? Will we have to suffer through this season? Absolutely. But I want it to be a shadow of a doubt. He's not the guy. And the only way you get to that point, the only way you can make that decision is that you got to give him the snaps. So, again, ain't none of this on us. Me and you, we ain't got nothing to do with this. It sucks for us in the long term. It's like having a Band-Aid. You got cut. You put a Band-Aid on it. Now you got to rip it off. That's what this season is. It's gonna rip off, and either the cut that we have, which is the missing quarterback, is either gonna be healed, or it's still gonna be, and we're gonna have to find another Band-Aid, and hopefully that one works. All right. So, yeah, he's gonna be back out there. Levis injured himself, like we already said. He does Super Bowl, things like that. He's not making the right decision, but that's a discussion for another day. So we're wrapping this thing up. Coming up next, the bye week. We're gonna be sipping pina coladas on the beach because we ain't got a game. So we won't have to sweat and see Will Levis turn himself into another meme. He got a meme-worthy picture, but because we won, it ain't making it around. But hey, you got a couple of them out there. So we're gonna be on a bye week. We should get Simmons back healthy with the elbow injury. We overall as a team, we should be a little bit healthy going in. And October the 13th, we got to play the Colts. So yeah, we're gonna relax, chill out. I'm gonna make some more videos. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I'm not gonna leave you hanging for 2 weeks. I'm still gonna make videos. We're gonna have a couple. We're gonna have a conversation about Levis. Is he it? Is he not? And we're gonna talk about a couple of other things. See how those draft picks are doing out for us. How everything's going on, and some other things. I might even do a book review. I just got a new book called Titans of the South. I want to read over a little bit more, but I might do a book review. See, that's what we give you here on the section, man. It's just not Monday morning or Tuesday morning quarterbacking, baby. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. That's why you got to lock in with it, all right? We less than 100 subs away from the 1K giveaway. I've been putting money to the side to get ready to buy this jersey for some lucky subscriber. So you got to lock in. You got to be a subscriber to be entered in. Also, www.section240.com. Get your merch there. Super dope t-shirts we got coming out. We might even come up with some more designs for more fan shirts as we come out. We always build in the catalog. You want a dad hat? We got them. You want a t-shirt? We got it. Boom. So check it out, all right? So, but make sure you're locked in with us at the section. You subscribe, you got the bell notification, turn on all that good stuff. So you'll never miss a video when we come out with it, all right, baby? Because like I always say, there's plenty of room in this section for us all. Tighten up.